Good morning. Happy almost September, because what do you mean it's August 30th? What do you mean tomorrow is the last day of August? Anyway, I figured I would do a TBR jar picks my September reads because I'm so excited for September. I'm ready for the burr months because I'm ready for like cozy sweaters, tea, hot chocolate. That does not say I do not wear cozy clothing and drink some tea and hot chocolate even in the middle of summer. Like, don't tell me what to do. But I am excited for like the holidays, partially because I want them to come and go so that we can get back to spring and summer. Does that make sense? Like, summer is not over yet, but I am dreading the fact that it's almost done, and I wanted to make the rounds and come back around. I also start school, like I am currently in grad school. I should be doing my assignment right now, and I'm not. Instead, I am filming a September TBR video. But I think at the end of this video, I also want to talk about if I don't get to pick these books, there's a handful of books that I want to try to get to this fall. It's a little bit of a stretch because I'm in school right now. But, you know, there's a couple books, like 10, that I'm thinking maybe I want to get to this fall. But I still want to, you know, TBR jar pick my September reads. So I will put an update for the month of August on the books that I picked on my previous TBR video and what I read versus what I didn't read. I think I read most of them. I did not read Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid because I read a lot of like mid books, and also I was going through it. Like, I was in a slump that I didn't want my slump to affect the books that I was reading. So the books that I was really excited for, I tried not to read actually in the month of August because I didn't want my slump to affect the book. Anyway, that's besides the point. I redid my office and my library, so I moved my reading chair. So now this wall is very, very, very blank. Like, obviously you can see the start of my bookshelves here, but like my chair is kind of in the corner, and I like it in the corner. It's very cute, but I think I need something else on the wall. So I was going to do a gallery wall when I first moved in some area of my apartment. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a gallery wall right here and then get like a bookish print or just any print, honestly, to go on here because this is my closet door. Right, this moves, but I don't want to obviously nail anything to this, so something with just tape will be good. And then like a mini gallery wall right here I think will be cute, but like when Christmas comes around, my Christmas tree will be right here, so then it's like, does it matter? I don't know, we'll see. We will see. Anyway, moving on, that is not the reason for this video. We're going to talk about my September reads. We're going to pick some TBR prompts and pick some books to read in September. I think I'm still going to stick with 5 books from the TBR prompts, and then I will talk, if I don't get the books that I'm thinking I really want to get to this fall as well, I will talk about those at the end of the video. But let's start with my TBR jar. It is still very full to the brim, and we're just gonna, okay, a prompt fell out, so we're going with the prompt that fell out. Okay, the first prompt is a book that has man or boy in the title. So hold please, let me find a book that has man or boy in the title. I'm still, when I finish picking from this TBR jar, I still put it into this again so that I don't get repeat prompts until we have kind of made our way through a lot of the prompts. So man or boy in the title. So hold on. Okay, well, I actually have quite the collection of books that have man or boy in the title. I have 5 books here. So first off, I have Autobiography by Christina Lauren. I have loved everything Christina Lauren has written so far that I have read, and this is a young adult queer book, so I feel like I would really like this. Next up, I have A Man Called Ove. I have heard great things about this book. I don't know if I am ready to read this right now because I feel like I want to get into the world of Frederick Bachman and just like stay there. So I don't know if I'm ready to read this right now, but that is an option. I have A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. I'm just gonna say it, I'm not gonna read this right now. This, I have been told, will make you cry, and I do not want to cry, so no. But that does have boy in the title. I have The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. I really want to read another Lucy Score book, but I think this is part of a series, like an interconnected series, so I'm not sure if I should read it right now. Let me see. Oh, okay. Well, I don't see it part of the series that are listed here, so maybe it isn't part of a series. So this could be an option, and honestly. And then last but not least, I have Sweet Filthy Boy by Christina Lauren. This is an adult book, obviously, but I think this is also part of a series, which I read Beautiful Bastard by Christina Lauren. Oh, okay. This is a new series, or this would be a new series that I'm starting. It's called The Wild Seasons. So this is book 1 of The Wild Seasons. So let us see. Okay, I think if I were to choose, it would be between Sweet Filthy Boy by Christina Lauren or The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. I would pick autobiography, but there's other queer books that I want to read in the fall. And also, I don't know if I'm in the mood for a YA book right now. So, okay, I'm going to read the backs of both of these and decide. So, Sweet Filthy Boy says, one night stands are supposed to be convenient, forgettable, regrettable even. They aren't supposed to be with someone like him. But when 3 besties hook up with 3 hotties during a rowdy Vegas graduation weekend, one night isn't nearly enough. What happens in Vegas ends up in Paris. Mia Holland isn't usually one for a fling, but after a sweet, filthy night with charming French man Ansel, she makes the wildest decision of her life. Terrified of the boring but practical path ahead of her, Mia rolls the dice and follows Ansel to France for the summer just to play. Playing house, playing lovers, Mia's whole life feels like pretend until she dresses up and pulls Ansel into a provocative masquerade that finally feels real. Real conversations, real emotions, really, really hot sex. But is her sizzling summer adventure any less of a charade than her buttoned up plans to attend business school in the fall? Can a one night stand really turn out to be the one? Okay. All right. Let's see what The Worst Best Man is about. The bride is a doll, the groom is the perfect gentleman, but the rest of the wedding party, they are the stuff of nightmares. Rich check, vapid double check, entitled Not Enough Checks in the World. But maid of honor Francesca Baronski takes her duties seriously. Kidnapped groom, she's got this. Rude attendees, just watch her handle them. So when she meets the best man with a big attitude and an even bigger checkbook, yeah, there's no way she's going to let that pretentious, judgmental jackhole ruin her best friend's wedding, no matter how sexy he is. At least that was the plan. Aidan Kilborn doesn't do long-term relationships. He's busy ruling in the business world, and he has yet to find a woman he can get along with for more than a month. Conquering the unconquerable is basically his bread and butter, and he hasn't met a challenge that he can't win. But Francesca, the smart-mouthed girl from Brooklyn, may just be his downfall. Okay. Okay. So I think between these two, I think I'm gonna pick Sweet Filthy Boy by Christina Lauren. I just don't want to read about weddings right now. Too many people in my life are getting divorced, and yeah, that's not the vibe right now. So I think Sweet Filthy Boy, because what happens in Vegas ends up in Paris. So yeah, that's gonna be book 1. Oh, that's such a fun little beginning. Okay, they keep falling out, so I'm gonna actually try to go to the bottom of the stash. Prompt number 2 says, a book with over 40 chapters. Okay, this is like honestly any fantasy book. Let's be real. So a book with over 40 chapters. I'm just gonna pick one of the bigger books that I'm thinking I want to read in the fall, and then we will see. This is a book that I want to read this fall, so let's see how many Oh, I just saw chapter 41, and then chapter 12. I'm confused. Okay, I saw chapter 41, and I think that means this book ends in chapter 41. Well, because I saw chapter 41, I'm going to put Haunting Adeline on my September TBR / fall TBR. This book honestly just looks very spooky, obviously with the skulls and the, black and the everything. But I am terrified to read this book, let's be honest. I am very terrified to read this book and get into this world, but I'm going to plug in my camera here before it starts dying. I have been told by some booktubers that I love that this duet is amazing and I should read it. From what I've heard, I'm really scared, but also like if it's really good, then I don't want to miss out on that. So I'm gonna put this on my September TBR and we will see if I get to it. And I will be completely honest, if I start and I'm just like, nope, I'm not gonna, then I will not continue it. I don't think I'll get rid of it because I still think I want to read it. But if I start it and it's a little bit too much, then I will not be continuing it right now. Okay, but this is gonna officially go on my September TBR. Okay, next up, I have to keep track of the time because I'm going to book club in a little bit here, but next up, let me try and get from the middle. We have, free choice. I'm actually going to put this one back because I want a prompt, I want a prompt right now. I don't want to kind of just, anyway. Next up, we have A book written by an author under 30 years old. Okay. I think this might be cheating a little bit because I do want to put this series onto my entire fall TBR. And I know that she wrote this series. I know Sarah J. Maas wrote this series when she was a teenager, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I'm going to put Throne of Glass, book 1, or, The Assassin's Blade, whichever one that I will decide to start with, which I will do some hella Googling right now. I want to put this on my September TBR so it is on my radar so that I am starting it in September, or at least I am starting it sooner rather than later, because I have been telling myself I will read this book in the fall and I will read the series in the fall, so I need to follow through. And you bet your butt I will be doing a Throne of Glass reading vlog. So yeah, I want to start this fall. So I'm going to put this onto my September TBR because Sarah J. Maas was under 30 when she wrote this book. I have no idea how old she is now, and I'm not going to Google it. But she was under 30 when she wrote this book, so this fits our prompt of an author who is under 30. So, yes. Throne of Glass / The Assassin's Blade, whichever one I decide to start with first. I think I'm going to start with The Assassin's Blade because that's what people say will make the most emotional impact. So, we'll see. But I'm going to put these onto my September TBR. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm so excited. If you can't tell, I love this TBR jar because it's so fun to just pick prompts that... it's so fun to like spice up my books. Oh my goodness, a book set in winter, snow, cold, etc. Okay, is this too early? Like, should I save this for Christmas or should I maybe put like a holiday-esque book? Should I? No, I think I'm gonna save this for Christmas time. I think I'm gonna yeah, I feel like I'm not ready for winter yet. I'm not ready for winter reads yet, but I do want I want cozy reads, not winter reads, So I'm gonna save that one. Is it cheating? Probably, honestly, probably. Maybe I could do a reread of a book set in winter, but we're gonna pick a different prompt. So this is gonna be prompt number 3, which is a book with an animal in the title. Okay, here we go. 1 second, let me find a book with an animal in the title. Okay, I am learning that mostly fantasy books have animals in their titles, and even then I don't have that many books that have animals in their titles. So we're gonna start. I have 4 books here. We're gonna start. The first one is Bear Town by Frederick Bachman. Bear is an animal, obviously. Next up, we have Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon James. Leopard, wolf, we got 2 for 1. Next up, we have 6 of Crows, crows being a bird. And then last but not least, we have Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I think we know which one I'm going to pick right now because I just finished the War of Lost Hearts trilogy, the Daughter of No Worlds, Mother of Death and Dawn, Children of Fallen Gods, that trilogy. And I am so excited to get back into the universe with Carissa Broadbent. So I am so excited to get this. I recently bought the second book, Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, and I am so stoked to get into this universe. So I'm going to pick, I feel like I didn't even give the others a chance, but I'm going to pick Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I have a feeling my fall TBR is going to be very fantasy heavy. I'm not mad at that, but I feel like it's going to be very fantasy heavy, which is okay right now because I feel like fantasy is very nice and chill in the, fall time. Anyway, last prompt from my TBR jar. I feel like I've been showing you guys me picking from the TBR jar, but the last prompt I will go with is, a book adapted to a TV show or movie. Wait. Okay. I started looking at my shelves and I was like, oh yeah, Eugenia, you didn't get to this book in August because you told yourself you would and you ended up not doing that because you were reading other books and you didn't want this to be a math book in your mind. But Heartstopper is now a TV show and I think I should re-add this back onto my TBR. I don't know if it's very fall, but I want to read the Heartstopper books before the year ends, ideally. So I think I'm going to put Heartstopper Volume 1 back onto my TBR because I didn't get to it in August. And honestly, that's okay because it's a graphic novel. I feel like I'm going to read it really, really quickly. So I'm excited to put this back onto my TBR. So book adapted to a TV show or movie, we have Heartstopper. This is Volume 1. So when I finish it, I will move on to the rest of them. So let's review let's review our books that we picked from our TBR jar. So first up will be a book with boy in the title. We picked Sweet Filthy Boy by Christina Lauren. I'm really excited to get this. I love a good Vegas bad idea story. Next up will be a book with over 40 chapters. We picked Haunting Adeline. I'm gonna see if we get to this September, because yeah, if I start and it's a little bit too much, I will put it back down. So yeah, Haunting Adeline. Next up, with a book that the author was under 30, I think is the prompt, I picked Throne of Glass or The Assassin's Blade. I am holding both because I will pick, whenever I decide to start it, I will pick the one that I should read in first order. If you have any ideas, or if you have a very strong opinion on which of these two books I should start with, leave it in the comments below. I'm going to try to get this video up tonight, but leave it in the comments below if you have a very strong idea on if I should read Throne of Glass first or Assassin's Blade first. I don't think I care that much, but I want to know what people are saying I should do so I can do it, because yeah. Next up, our book with an animal in the title. We picked Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I am obsessed with Carissa Broadbent's writing, so I feel like I'm gonna love this universe. And last but not least, our book adaptation to a TV show. We picked Heartstopper. We're gonna put it back on the TBR so that I can get to it hopefully before the year ends. So Heartstopper Volume 1, and we will go from there. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I love when the TBR jar works with me for, you know, what I am looking forward to reading. But there's a couple more books that I do want to read this fall, or at least at some point before the year ends. First up is Legendborn. I don't understand how I have not read this book yet, so I want to put it onto my TBR for the fall. So yeah, this is going on to my fall TBR, Legendborn. Hopefully I can get to it starting in September, but you know, September, October, November-ish, I want to get to this soon. Next up, I recently got this book from someone on Facebook Marketplace. I got books 1 and 2, and the lady is so sweet. She was like, I've recently finished book 3. It's a hardback. Do you want it for free? I have it right here. And I was like, yes, absolutely. I'm coming to your house right now to come pick it up. So yeah, so now I have books 1, 2, and 3, but Spark of the Everflame, I have heard nothing but good things about this book. So when I got it, you know, when you get a book and you just like, I want to read this like right now. Yeah, I feel like I want to read this right this second. But yeah, Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. Next up, and I have been saying this for too damn long, but I will eventually, like I have a bookmark in here. You know, I started it, but I want to continue the Shatter Me series, and Unravel Me is book 2. I reread Shatter Me in like February, I think, at this point, and I just need to continue this universe. So I think my 2 big series that I want to focus on for the fall is Shatter Me and Throne of Glass, obviously. So yeah, I'm officially putting this onto my September/fall TBR because I want to get to this book before the year ends. I want to reread the series before the year ends. Also, it matches my nails kind of. So there we go. Next up, just because I recently got this book and it just looks so fall. This is You Again by Kate Goldberg. I have no idea what this book is about, but literally it just looks so fall and so fun. So I think I want to put this onto my fall TBR. Watch me next month get a prompt that says a book with leaves on it, and then I would have already read this book and I will be really salty with myself. But like the colors just give fall. It just looks so fall. I'm so excited. I want to read this. So I'm officially putting it onto my fall TBR. And then last but not least, because you know, I just need to add more series to my shelf, I want to start the King of Sin series by Anna Huang. I finished the If Love series this year, and I have a feeling I'm gonna like this series a lot better, so I want to start this. It's also like the spine is also giving fall with the red, and it's very beautiful, and I think I'm gonna love the series, like I said. So I want to start King of Wrath, which is book 1 in the King of Sin series. And yeah, anyway, thank you so much for coming along with me as we picked my September TBR / added on books for my fall TBR. But yeah, I'm gonna go to book club now because yeah. And the good thing is, since I'm going to book club, I can pick one of these books to take with me to book club. So I think I'm actually going to take Throne of Glass because one of my book club friends has read the series and she probably will have an opinion on whether I should start with Throne of Glass or Assassin's Blade. So I'm going to take these with me and then we can decide there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And I'm so excited for September. I'm so excited to start school, even though I won't have as much time. But I'm so excited for like close to the end of the year, the holidays, tea, hot hot chocolate, reading outside with a blanket. I'm so excited for that. I'm sad summer's leaving because summer is my favorite season. But yeah, so excited to start school and see how that goes. But yeah, wish me luck because first time in grad school, and we will see if, yeah, wish me luck. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next one. Feel free to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below if I should start with Throne of Glass or if I should start with Assassin's Blade. I actually do need this opinion, please. And thank you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my